So right now, we're just gonna walk up this little trail, and then we can go see the tree fort. So you just walk. I just walk up this little trail here, and then there's my old fort behind that tree. And then if you keep going up this little trail, yeah, you can see it. Just keep going up this trail. Well, look where we are. We're here. So, it's nice here because it's shaded during the mid and late day, and during the early and late day. So right now it's shaded. Over there it's really sunny. Right there it's nice and shaded because of the stuff up there. So down here I have some. So right here I have a little cook stove of sorts that I just use whenever we have like a little campfire over at the big fire pit. And all I gotta do is just put a few coals in there. Just made out of a coffee can. Just put some coals, and then you put them through that little hole. And yeah. And then I just put some stones around it to keep it from getting stuff around it caught on fire. Then I've got this little chair that I made out of a few sticks, and you just sit down like this, and then you've got a place to sit pretty much. Here's the holder for one of the pots that I use to make like water. And then there's one of the pots that I need to wash. And going up here, you can see it's a 2-level fort. So let's get right into that second level. So then, to get up, to the second level, you'll just climb up this ladder here that I made out of tarred bank line and multiple different locust logs. It's just an A with multiple lines across. So like 4 A's in one. And yeah. So, if you wouldn't mind following me up here, if we just go up through this ladder, you can see my feet. So, starting over here by the ladder, you can see down the ladder spot. Let's start with the rainfly, I guess. So, it's just a tarp that I found in my dad's garage. And I just used some paracord to lash it to the poles. There's the other corner. It just goes up and over a string. And on this side, the tarp, because if you touch a tarp, it lets water through. So when I was camping out here in my hammock, which is right there, my sleeping bag kept getting wet because the tarp was too close. It was tied down right here. So when you touch a tarp, water comes through. So I just moved the tarp out and took 2 paracord strings and tied it to a tree, and conveniently that works as a clothesline. So it just makes kind of like a shell. And over on this corner, we have similar thing to the other end, but it's just tied to a log, and it can be adjusted for tension. And then you've got this railing, which I really don't use as a railing because I would just sit right here, like this, leaning with my feet over the side. Oh, that broke. Whatever. And this railing just keeps the tarp taut right here so that it doesn't like collect water on it, and then it just gets tied down next to my leg right here and just goes around the log and like, what's it called? And then I just tied a few clove hitches, I think, to tie it down. And then over here, we've got something similar for the eyelets. I just tied it to the railing. And then there's another railing over here which has the exact same purpose. I tied that eyelet and that eyelet together with paracord, and it just wraps around the railing and then comes back. And then the railing just sits in the V at the top of the ladder over there. I'd just like to say that this entire fort is made completely out of trees and mostly locust logs, but even though they look rotten, like, they're pretty strong. They take years and years to rot. And this entire fort has been lashed together using tarred bank line. It's this stuff that it's like got tar in it. It's like normal nylon line with tar in it. So you could use it like as a bank line in fishing. I haven't tried that yet, but it's really strong. And all of these planks just lashed on with square lashing to this to this other beam. Oh, I just realized I should probably show you the supports that I've made. Well, I'll see you downstairs. So now that we've made it down the ladder, we'll go to the beam I just showed you first. It's just another V that I cut off the end so that it will, and then like used the back of an axe to slam it into place. And then because it was a little wobbly, I used another V to make like a thing I use mostly for drying pots and pans. And then if you come over here next to this little salamander house I made 2 days ago, you can see this other V, which didn't even need to be lashed in because it's taking so much load that it holds itself up. And then because I did the lashing on that end, it's just fine. I might need to redo over there with another one of these, but otherwise I shouldn't. And let's go out here real quick. So if you've made it this far in the video, I'd just like to say thank you. I'm not very good at editing. I'm not very good at filming. You can probably already tell. And if any of my friends are watching, I'd just like to say, I hope you're well, and I can't wait till all this is over and you guys can come over here and see this and hang out, because we haven't seen each other in months. And don't forget, anybody who's watching, if you like it, leave a like. If you don't like it, I guess leave a dislike. I need to know what people like. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any ideas of what I could put in the fort, put a comment. Leave a comment. And all of that just helps me get along and get up the ranking. So, adios.